Hello. What are you doing this week to up your grit? We grow and become stronger mentally, physically, and emotionally by doing things that seem hard. Things that not only push us out of our comfort zone, but that might actually make us uncomfortable. There's a line between pushing ourselves outside of our comfort zone and doing hard things versus hurting ourselves by pushing ourselves too far. As a yoga instructor for the last 20 plus years, I'm always prompting my students to become aware of themselves, their breathing, their actions, so that they can learn how to push themselves to new levels without injuring themselves. I just did 2 back-to-back days of hard things. Tandem mountain biking 26 miles and 3,300 feet of climbing above 12,000 feet in elevation. And the next day, although I was still really sore and tired from the day before, a 9-mile hike with 23 feet of elevation gain above 12,000 feet. I wanted to quit both days. I didn't think I could finish both days. It was hard. I was barely able to step one foot in front of the other. I felt like I couldn't breathe. I thought there was no way that I could possibly keep going. But then I focused on my breathing, taking slow, deep, tranquil, calming breaths in and out. I started doing EFT tapping and said some of the following to myself. Even though I feel I can't possibly continue on, I love, honor, and respect myself. Even though this feels hard and I want to quit, I love, honor, and respect myself. I am a badass woman and I can and will do this. I am strong, capable, and competent, and I can do anything I set my mind to. I am resilient. I have perseverance. I am upping my grit today. I can do hard things. I urge you to look at the aspects of your life that you keep telling yourself the story that they're too hard to do. Starting that new habit, breaking that old pattern of behavior or way of thinking, letting go of what no longer serves you, following your passion and making the time for it because it's important to you and it serves your purpose and goals. Starting that side biz that will not only give you a larger sense of purpose and a greater way to serve people, but will also help you financially. Making that new leap to a new profession, planning that next adventure, learning that new thing, saying no to the things that do not serve your purpose or your goals, setting those big, hairy, audacious goals. Like me, making a goal that I'm going to climb 614ers this summer when I can't even do a 9-mile hike at 12,000 feet without wanting to quit. Then start planning, journaling, intention setting, how you will do those things one small step at a time. I'm not going to climb 614ers 10 weeks after a major surgery without doing smaller but still hard things. I've been slowly working my way up to my goal. I started with my first 1-mile walk on flat, smooth pavement 2 days after my surgery. Then consistent daily walks every day, increasing my distance every day. Then going on my first mile hike 3 weeks later. Then going on more hikes, again increasing the distance and elevation every day. Then all of a sudden I was doing 5-mile hikes at over 10,000 feet, and I felt okay. Then I started biking 6 weeks later. The first one hurt every part of my body. The second one was a little better. The third one, it was still really hard, but it was better. And then I was climbing over 3,000 feet in elevation while at 12,300 feet. And the very next day, I hiked almost 9 miles. In a couple of weeks, I hope to be back to feeling more comfortable with my 15-mile hikes and not feeling like I'm going to pass out when I'm above 12,000 feet. And it might take until August or later, but I'm going to climb my first 614er for the summer. It all comes down to doing consistent daily practice, committing to doing hard things, and celebrating the small wins along the way. We can do this with emotional and mental growth as well. I've been consciously working on self-compassion and self-love for decades now, reading books, going to workshops, practicing affirmations. I didn't do anything daily, wasn't consistent, but even so, I saw some positive changes. My self-hate talk became less and less. My positive, loving, compassionate talk took place more and more. Then last year I hired Kimberly Olson, the Gold Digger Girl, and I invested in a 12-month coaching program with her. She starts her 12-month program with mindset work, consistent, daily mindset work. I made the commitment to let go of what no longer serves me. I learned tools like EFT tapping to help me. I started reading actionable books that not only talked about being my best self, but gave me tactical items to do every single day. I signed up for an actionable workshop that helped me shed my self-loathing and grow in my self-love. I offer these two stories to provide examples of how you might go about starting to do the hard things that in the end are going to help you grow, expand, and thrive in life. So once you've started thinking about what you're wanting to expand in your life, the next step is to visualize yourself as already having achieved it. That big, hairy, audacious goal, that new side biz, that self-awareness, compassion, and love, making time for that passion, healing from that old trauma. What does it feel like? Where are you? Who are you with? How does it feel? What are you doing every day now that you've achieved it? What changes did you make in your life to obtain it? Really take some time and visualize every aspect of this. The more details of how it will look, feel, smell, the better. Spend some good quality time with this exercise. And then when you've thoroughly visualized it, release it. Let the outcome go. Let the universe figure out the details. Then be prepared to follow the path, to do the work, to do the hard things, to learn and grow from doing the hard things, doing the work, consistent, daily, giving yourself grace along the way, patience. Be your biggest cheerleader and celebrate all the small wins. But you have to do the work. You're going to be uncomfortable at times. It's going to be hard sometimes, and you're going to want to quit. But then you're going to remind yourself why you wanted that thing in the first place. You're going to remind yourself that you can do hard things and that you can and will do this. You'll use your tools. You will ask for help if needed. You will persevere because you are a badass warrior woman who is capable, competent, and awesome. If you need some help to get you started, check out my 15 ways to foster self-compassion and awareness in my Live Courageously, Live Vibrantly group. If you're not a member, the link is in my cover page. I'd love to have you. I hope that you have found this helpful and that this served you in some way. If so, please drop me a note, a like, or a love, or share this with a friend who you think that this might serve well as well. I'm rooting for you. Have a wonderful day.